Hello and welcome to Today in Gaming. Today's game analysis is on something that's been speculated on before by some Elder Scrolls fans, and we realized some facts that no one was really noticing. Yes, today I'm talking about the friend from Skyrim, whoever may be behind all of these notes that lead on the Dragonborn to learn from word walls. So I'm here to present these facts and clear things up a bit more, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this. So all joke theories aside, there are three primary possibilities on the table for who could be the friend sending us these letters. These are a Blade, or more specifically Delphine, a Greybeard including Paarthurnax, or the Ebony Warrior. Other theories include Farengar and genuinely, the Courier, but we'll get onto that in a second. So here are our people. Let's try and see if we can erase some off of the board. Firstly, we have the Blades. This theory states that any of the Blades, most likely Delphine, may be responsible for the letters to the Dragonborn. However, at the time when Skyrim takes place, about 4th era 200, the Blades are only just now returning as dragon hunters rather than protectors of the Emperor. It's being started by Delphine, who signs her note replacing the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller as a friend, which also leads people to believe that it's her. And Esbern comes in later, so it must be her, right? Well, no. You see, there are two things that are staring us in the face right now. One, Delphine only learns that the player is the Dragonborn after they fight Saloknir, who Alduin raises up in Kynesgrove, and Esbern only learns the same when he meets the player. Given that they find out after the letters start coming, there's not a chance it's them. Additionally, I'd like to point out something that all other speculators seem to be missing. We are told that the Dragonborn's friend is a man. Yes, the Courier specifically uses the pronoun he 2 times when referring to the sender of the letter, so in no way could it possibly be Delphine herself. So now that we've eliminated the Blades possibility, let's talk about the Courier for a minute. While people have joked around, yes, there has also been some thought over the possibility. After all, yes, the Courier never lets you down getting those letters to you, right? But there's truly no evidence to back up the idea, so I'm sorry. The Courier simply can't be the friend. So what we have left are the Greybeards, including Paarthurnax, the Ebony Warrior, and Farengar, the Court Wizard of Whiterun. We found Farengar to be an interesting theory. This one assumes that Farengar is an X-Blade and may be trying to help the Dragonborn indirectly without exposing himself as an X-Blade. After all, Delphine went right to him to talk about the dragon issue, right? But here are some problems that we run into. In the first conversation we see between Delphine and Farengar, Delphine is speaking about employers rather than directly requesting answers for herself as a Blade. Farengar is about as young as Delphine, so if he's an X-Blade he would have known her before. Would she really have to lie in order to mask the fact that the Blades need information? That the Blades even exist anymore? Of course not. And they were speaking before the Dragonborn enters the room. She couldn't have just been keeping it from the player then. Additionally, Farengar can be killed pretty soon in the game during the quest titled The Whispering Door. Thus, who would be sending the letters after his death? It simply can't be assumed that the player has gotten to all the word walls before this quest has started. Now we're left with two possibilities, the Greybeards and the Ebony Warrior. The issue with the Greybeards is that Arngir already offers the locations of word walls to the Dragonborn, so why come all the way down to ask a Courier to deliver a letter that does the same thing? It's redundant. And we both know that no way in Oblivion is that Courier going to trek up 7,000 steps to ask 4 hermits if they'd like to send a letter to the Dragonborn. Also, those who side with this theory also believe that Paarthurnax most likely sends the letters, but I think that if the Courier is a bit freaked out from the Rallis issue in the Dragonborn DLC, he'd probably quit his job soon as a dragon asks him to deliver something. And as I said, the Greybeards stay in High Hrothgar and never come down. It can't be them. So lastly, we have the Ebony Warrior left. The Ebony Warrior can be encountered upon reaching level 80 in the Dragonborn DLC. At this time, he explains to the Dragonborn that a fight between the two of them is his last challenge. He's done everything he can, except for face the Dragonborn. This means that the Ebony Warrior has scored many dungeons and adventures, which would also explain how he would know where all the word walls are. He even told us, "I have done all that can be done. There is nothing left. No quests to be undertaken. No villains to be slain. No challenges to face. Except for you. You are my last challenge. Honestly, I have to speculate as well that the Ebony Warrior can only be our friend. Confused? Let me explain 2 major points that back up the theory. When referring to the friend, the Courier explains that he doesn't know the man's name because he wouldn't say. He would only say that he is a friend of the Dragonborns. In the same way, we never truly learn the name of the Ebony Warrior. Also, this would mean that the Courier only has his voice and possibly figure to go off of to determine that he was a man. What we gather from this is that the Courier never recognizes the Ebony Warrior's face. He just sees a man covered in ebony head to toe. My second point sheds even more light on the situation. When the Ebony Warrior approaches the Dragonborn, he greets them with saying, "The time has come." This got me thinking, what time is he truly referring to? Well, obviously his fight with the Dragonborn, but he speaks as if he's known that this time would come. It's as if he's been watching us and waiting for the perfect time to challenge us. I speculate that the Ebony Warrior learned about the Dragonborn on his journeys and hoped that a true challenge was therefore in store for him. Before the time came, he sent these letters to the Dragonborn in the hope that they would afterward become a worthy opponent after reading the word walls and learning new shouts. Side note, the Ebony Warrior knows some shouts as well. There's only one thing that stands as an issue: another death chance. Yes, the Ebony Warrior can still be killed and we can still receive letters after his death. So how could it be the Ebony Warrior? Well, I think that this was the purpose of Bethesda allowing 80 levels to pass before the fight. It would generally be expected that the player have all the shouts by then, so I think the death chance issue is irrelevant here. So now we know who the friend is from Skyrim, or that is its only speculation, we can't know for certain. What are all your thoughts on this? Leave a comment in the comment section below to give your answer. Thanks for watching.